Welcome to the What's Happening in the Kansas City Real Estate Market with Brad Korn, the Korn team. Been selling real estate in the greater Kansas City area for 30 years, over 2,500 sales. So we're going to go over some of the current market statistics for Kansas City real estate, and I'm going to do a breakdown on each of those statistics so you can see how that might relate to you in the real estate market.
Brought to you by Heartland MLS, where we dig into the most recent numbers from our market. The U.S. housing market was in a state of rebalance in the third quarter of 2022, as affordability challenges and economic uncertainty caused market activity to cool during what is typically a very busy time of year. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage exceeded 6% for the first time since 2008, with rates more than double from where they were at the beginning of the year. Buyer demand has fallen rapidly as a result, causing home sales to decline and prompting home builders to slow construction as they adjust their expectations about the market going forward.
So what we're talking about in this section is that when markets go up really fast, they can come down really fast. When you look at states like California, Arizona, Nevada, some of those markets where they went up 40, 50% over a year, they would have to come back down and adjust back down. And that's where you saw prices fall back in the past where they would go down 50%. The Kansas City market experiences a much shorter burst of energy where we had 5, 6, 10 offers going way over asking price, even up to 20 offers on some properties. It went up really fast, but it was short. It's the Kansas City market. It's the Missouri show me state mentality. Those prices leveled back off pretty quick when the prices got ridiculous, out of control. So our market doesn't go up 50% over a full year where it will crash 40, 50%. In fact, it went up a little bit and got almost unrealistic at one point, but then it came back down real quick and readjusted back to the market average. So the Kansas City market will naturally appreciate. And when markets crash, we didn't go up super fast, so we don't come down super fast.
Pending sales decreased 18.1% from 2021 to 10,234 for the quarter. Closed sales decreased 13.9% from 2021 to 11,470 for the quarter. Sales were down this quarter as the cost of home ownership continues to increase.
Here's the thing you want to understand about interest rates, all right? There's always people moving. So even when you're selling a house, there's people that have to move. It doesn't matter if it's December or January. It doesn't matter if the interest rates are 7% or 9%. The other thing is first-time home buyers and renters, when they look at 7% or 8% interest rate, whatever that might be, whatever the interest rate is, keep in mind that renting is 100% interest. You've got nothing at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. At least with a house, you pay for you pay your payment down and you get appreciation for the house. So 100% interest rate if you're renting, 7% interest rate is owning a property, paying your mortgage down, and getting appreciation.
The number of homes for sale were up compared to this time last year. Inventory levels market-wide increased 7.9% to 5,894 units. An increase in inventory is welcome news for hungry home buyers.
Probably one of the most important things I can explain here if you're thinking about moving or want to move, that the pendings and closings look like they're slowing down. However, the inventory is still short. There's not enough houses for the number of buyers that are on the market. Interest rates will cause some of the buyers to drop out of the market, but most of those are your first-time home buyers that maybe now don't qualify for a mortgage, right? Because their payments are getting, or their debt-to-income ratios are still too high to get them into that $150,000, $200,000 home. For people buying middle of the road and upper end properties, the interest rate is going to change a little bit, but you get to move from your house to a better house, or maybe buying the smaller house in a bigger neighborhood where your appreciation can still accumulate. So we may have lost, let's just say, a third of the buyers in the marketplace. That still leaves 2/3 in the marketplace and a shortage of homes that are available. So you're still going to get more for your home in this market. And if you're smart and you buy up and don't buy the castle in a neighborhood, you're going to still capitalize on that appreciation for the supply and demand, the shortage of homes available for the amount of buyers on the market. It's just not crazy like it was where we were getting 20 offers on every house unless you underprice a property.
Prices were up compared to last year at this time. The average sales price increased 10.5% to $341,242. The prices of homes continue to increase, even as demand appears to be slowing. Month supply of inventory was up 14.3% to 1.6 months. An increase in month supply of inventory is a sign that the market is returning to a balance. Percentage of original list price received at sale fell to 99.9% since last year.
So when there's a shortage of properties and the inventory is low, that will drive prices higher if the demand is up there. What happens when the demand starts to slow down a little bit, the market will just return to market prices, market average prices. It won't be overinflated with people fighting over something, limited inventory, trying to win over somebody else. So just keep in mind that when a market crashes and people have to unload their property for less than it's worth, that's when a market crashes and values drop. In a market like this where we went up way fast, super fast, and had 20 offers on a property, that as that buyer pool or the supply came back to normal, the prices are just getting back to normal. They're where they should be. So you're not giving your house away. You're coming back to where the market values are. And right now, those values are the highest they've ever been in the Kansas City market because of the overinflation and the rush on properties that we did have. There's still a shortage of homes. You're still going to get the best price for your house in this market.
Persistently high levels of inflation have led the Federal Reserve to continue their series of interest rate hikes this year, with the Fed making 2 75 basis point increases in the third quarter alone. As borrowing costs continue to rise, many buyers and sellers are choosing to wait while the market resets before making their next move. For active buyers, however, some relief may be on the horizon. Falling home sales have helped inventory to improve, while the rise in interest rates is putting downward pressure on home prices.
Here's the real deal. For prices to really drop in Kansas City and for the market to come way below, the amount of homes available would have to exceed the number of buyers on the market. That means like 1,000 homes would have to come on the market for sale at once to get ahead of the buyer demand for more houses in the market. So we're not going to see that happen in a while. We're going to see that as people overprice their property and they have to adjust back to the normal price, which is still the best value they've gotten on their property in Kansas City market in the last 30 years that I've been selling, that until that happens, that will help inventory start to build up because people are coming on the market overpriced and then they have to adjust. Well, the people that come on the market priced right or underpriced to create that bidding war will actually steal those buyers away from the people that are overpriced. So it's more important than ever to price your property as close to where you think it will sell, and still maybe just trying to get a little bit more out of the market based on location, condition, and price, and get that buyer out of this market now. If you are buying a home and you're buying it in a neighborhood where there's still appreciation happening, you're going to get another year, 2 years, 3 years, who knows how much more appreciation before a market would get crazy overpriced again, stay that way for a long period of time, and then have to crash. So if you are making a move and you need to move from where you currently are, this may be one of the best times to buy or sell in the market. And that is how you break down all those statistics.
That's the Heartland Quarterly Market Report for this quarter.